Yeah, so basically what I've tried to do is explain how we got here. The three big revolts of the last decade, the rise of populism, Brexit, and then the post-Brexit realignment symbolised by Boris Johnson. What I argue in a nutshell is that we have a new elite in this country, not only in politics, also in culture, creative industries, media and elsewhere, that has lost touch with the rest of the country, lost touch with the values that are held by many voters, excluding their voice from many institutions and no longer treating all groups as virtuous or as morally worthy as other groups in society.
Except you could say and argue that the political parties have to some extent realigned along the lines of policies that people would like greater focus. Immigration, stopping the boats,
well, I'm not sure
levelling up,
I'm not sure
and
that's
Rishi
true,
blocking... Well, but they are attempting, aren't they, to look at some of these issues, crime that we've talked about. Doesn't that show that actually the elite, or the establishment, as you call it, are beginning to shift onto those sorts of policy areas?
I don't see that. I mean, take immigration as an example. We now have record levels of migration into the country. We have a Conservative Party that was elected in 2019 on a manifesto to lower migration, not just control migration. And, you know, people out there, a lot of people out there are looking at left and right now, and they're saying they're exactly the same. They're not reflecting my values on migration. They're not reflecting my values on issues like crime, on our national identity. They're very uncomfortable about political correctness, about what's happening in the institutions. Right. And the institutions talk a lot about diversity, Joe, but many of them are not diverse at all. And, you know, they're dominated by people from the same backgrounds who hold the same values. And there are lots of people out there who are just thinking, I'm not really in this national conversation.